Hello friends, I'm excited today. We're going to be making a delicious gourmet recipe. I want y'all to remember our system. We have the fork system, the F, the O, the R, and the K. And today we are at the R. And again, the R stands for recipe. Now remember this, as we make these delicious recipes, our whole intention is for you to learn how to do these things right at home. We don't want you to go away after these 28 days not having any idea of how to eat healthy. We want you to go away with confidence, knowing how to make these delicious recipes. But today we're going to be making something I like to call a sunrise cereal with gourmet toppings. So just imagine waking up in the morning, waking up to something delicious, waking up to something that's going to be so fresh, so healthy, full of fiber, full of nutrients. It's going to be a blessing. So I like to say, when you wake up in the morning, you wake up, you get on your knees and you say a prayer to the Lord. You get some of that delicious word of God, and then you got to get some of that delicious bread of God. I like to say the bread that God gave us, which is the fruits and the grains and the nuts and the vegetables. What we're going to make, let's go ahead and get right into this recipe right here. If you notice here, we have some oats, and we also have some couscous. And remember, this comes back to the recipes, or I should say the O of the organization. And we had that system that we developed, which allows you to make a delicious cereal station. So we're going to be using these ingredients today. Now I'm going to read the recipe to you for our sunrise cereal with gourmet toppings. This is what it is. 2 cups of oats, or you can also use other grains, and 2 cups of water. Okay, 2 cups of oats and 2 cups of water. Next we have 1 cup of cooked grain, 2 tablespoons of sugar, a pinch of salt, and 1/4 cup of dairy-free milk. And lastly, we have fresh fruit, dried fruit, cooked fruit, nuts, or granola. All right, so what we have here is a simple process on how to make a delicious, simple cereal in the morning time. And we're going to start out with the oats. Right here, I have water right here already started. It's gotten kind of hot right here. I'm going to turn it back on. We're going to get it boiling here. And what we're going to do, when you make oatmeal, normally, sometimes oatmeal can get kind of mushy, and sometimes it's kind of sticky, and that's not too delicious. We want oatmeal to come out where it comes out nice and kind of has a nice chewiness, but not too mushy. And what we're going to do, we're going to let this water boil. We're going to let that get started here. Let the water boil. And what we're going to do also, we're going to go ahead and get some of our toppings ready to go. If you notice here, we have our bananas here. We also have some delicious mangoes, and we have some pineapples. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. I'm going to go ahead and chop them up. A little bit of pineapples here. And this is going to be toppings that's going to go on top of our gourmet sunrise cereal. It's going to be really delicious. I'm going to cut that in half. So here we have some pineapples, got some mangoes here. And again, it's very easy to do. Takes minutes to do in the morning time. Cut your fruit up, cut any kind of fruit you like. We got our mangoes, our pineapples, we have our bananas. I mean, whatever you want to do. Peaches, nectarines, I mean, you can put grapes, strawberries, whatever you like. It doesn't really matter. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to go ahead and put my oats inside of my water here. All right? It's really simple, really, really simple. Put the oats right in here in the water, just like that. Kind of get a little stir up like that. Stir it up just a little bit. All right, and what's going to happen is this. Let it cook for about a minute or two, and once it kind of cooks for about a minute or two, all you're going to do is put a cover on it and just let it sit for about 20 to 25 minutes. Again, just put it right into the water, cook it for about 2 minutes, and then you're going to turn off the heat and let it just sit for about 25 minutes. And this is the key to not having mushy oatmeal. And I tell you, when I grew up, when I was a young kid, I used to always tell my mom, I want some hucklemeal. So I don't call it hucklemeal anymore. I like to call it oatmeal. But here's a finished recipe of some hucklemeal. How's that sound? All right, and you notice here that this right here is actually, again, it's chewy, it's not mushy, and that's what we want. You don't want, again, mushy oatmeal. When it comes out like this, when you put the milk on it, when you put the other ingredients on it, it has a really nice bite. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get my bowls, and we're going to go ahead now and plate our delicious sunrise breakfast cereal. And also, I just want to mention, too, we're going to make another one with our couscous. Didn't get to make this for you, but this is simply what you can do. Is 1 cup of grain to 1 cup of water. The same just like the oats, same exact concept, and it comes out nice and fluffy with delicious couscous. And again, it's really easy to make. Can be made in minutes. And again, about 5-7 minutes, you can have some delicious couscous. So what I'm going to do, get my bowl. All right. Got my bowl for my couscous here, a bowl for my oatmeal. So I'm going to go ahead and take my oats right here, put my oats right inside of the bowl here, just like this, right inside the bowl, fluff it up a little bit. And again, it's nice and chewy, it's not mushy, and this is exactly what we want, just like that, all right? Then we have some milk right here. Some nice dairy-free milk. You can use almond milk, soy milk, whatever you like. Going to pour that right on top of this like this. That's going to give a nice moistness to it, just like that. And again, the last part is really easy. I'm sure you can figure this out. We're going to actually be using some walnuts today. A little bit of walnuts on top of here. A little bit of walnuts, just like that. A little bit of walnuts. Going to have some dried cranberries. Some dried cranberries, just like that. Really easy to do. All right. I'm going to top it with a little bit of sweetener. You don't want to have unsweet oatmeal. If you like it not sweetened, it's okay. I'm going to put a little bit of the raw organic sugar right into this. All right, just like that. And lastly, I'm going to top it off with some of our mangoes and our bananas. And again, it's really simple. I'm going to close it again with this next one really quickly. Got a little bit of the couscous. A little bit of the couscous. It's like that. All right. A little bit of our milk again. A little bit of our milk. Pour the milk right into this like that. Really easy to do. Going to put some pecans this time. Pecans on top. Pecans on top just like that. A little bit of cranberries again. All right. This time I'm going to do a little bit of granola. Add a little bit of granola on top of this. I tell you, it's easy, easy, friends. You can do it anytime in the morning. Again, it takes minutes to do it. A little bit of bananas. We're going to close this up. Oh, this is looking so good. A little bit of bananas. I should put some mangoes on here too. That won't hurt. All right. Some mangoes on there. And we're going to close that up just like that. And I'm going to top it off with a little bit of cranberries, make it look nice and good. I tell you, friend, this is delicious. So here we have right here our sunrise cereal with our oatmeal, and then we have also our delicious couscous. And I tell you, it is easy to do. It can be made in minutes. And I tell you, when you do this at home, you can wake up with all of that fiber. You can wake up with all of that nutrients, and it's going to be some kind of good.